Hello everyone. Um, I'm gonna be making a Game Boy review, and yeah, this is probably gonna be kind of fun because I like Game Boys and I love all these retro technology and yeah, so this Game Boy is a second generation Game Boy. It's a Game Boy Pocket. As you can see, there's like a little like thing that says Pocket at the end of the Game Boy. So this was about $50, like exactly $50 on eBay. Um, it's like the D-pad is kind of like wobbly and doesn't seem to fit that much, but I mean it's fine. It works fine. Yeah. So I'm gonna talk to you about the console, and then I'm gonna review some games. So so this so so like the front has all the controls on it, and like like the D-pad, the A and B buttons, the start and select buttons, and the on button, and the screen, and the battery life indicator, and of course the screen. So the screen is black and white. It may look kind of greenish, but like that's just because of how the light is on it. So this is so Nintendo removed the green screen for this model and replaced it with more like black and white. And yeah, that's the screen is just a little bit different. And then I'm gonna talk about the side. So this is the screen contrast button. You can't really see it, but I'll turn it on and then I'll test it. So like this, it works like this. Is that you can have it like you can make it brighter or or a lot darker. So this isn't brightness, but it just like because how the screen reacts to light. It's just like it just making the I don't know, but it's just making the screen like dark or like really like easy to see. So so on this other side, there's a extender or like a cable or like an outlet for like cables and like lights, like a light if you want to read in the dark because this is not backlit. And also you connect this to play with your friends if they have Game Boys too. And then this is the volume button, so you can make the stuff louder or quieter. Yeah, and the back, of course, is where you put your games. So I have Super Mario Land on here right now, and it's like you put it, you can take it from there and put it into here like this, almost like an old cassette thing. So yeah, I'm gonna review my Game Boy games now, and yeah. So the first game I have is called Super Mario Land. It was released by Nintendo in 1989. This game was the first portable Mario game to be released ever. It's not the first Mario game because it was released about 4 years after the first Super Mario game. And it's a lot different than most games because it's on a smaller screen. That's probably the biggest part. And Mario isn't in the Mushroom Kingdom this time, and he saved a different princess named Daisy instead of Princess Peach. And the enemies are pretty different too. There's a Goomba and there's also the Koopa Troopa, but they're named different. So yeah, they have different names, of course. And I'm gonna play a little bit, and then this is like the gameplay. So like the physics aren't the best, you know. So sometimes when you're like trying to jump, sometimes you can't like move or something. Like it's really hard to move like direction when you're in the air. And that's the only complaint I have about this game, and it's a really good game otherwise. I'm just gonna play a little bit of this because just so you what it looks like. Oh, I died. So that, yeah, this game is pretty old, and it's obviously it's like one of the first Mario games, of course, for this. And yeah, I'm gonna review my second game, Super Mario Land 2. It's a sequel to this game, and it's a lot better in tons of ways. This is the cassette. This game was released in 1991, I think in Japan, and in 1992 in America, because it takes a while for like the games to, at least back then, it took a long time for games to arrive in the U.S. because of like shipping, and they had to like change some stuff. Like they had to translate it from like English to Japanese. I mean Japanese to English. I get mixed up sometimes, but I'm gonna review it. I'm gonna put this in the Game Boy, and I'm gonna turn it on. And like the startup screen is a little similar because it has like a sign that says Super Mario Land Super Mario Land on it. And then this is This is like the level select screen, or like the world you want to play. So that's a big difference to the first one. The first one, like you just press start and it played it, and then but this one you can like delete like your save files, like Super Mario World. I think it's based a lot off that. So right now I'm Bomb Mario right now, and if I enter a pipe, I can delete it. For example, I can do it like this. See, look, if I do like that, he deletes the save file. Yeah, and then I'm gonna go into a level. If you press B, you can explore the map, which is pretty cool. First Mario, and like the world, it's like the world map is a lot similar to Super Mario World, released on the Super Nintendo in 1990. And this is the first level. The physics are a lot better, and you can change direction a lot easier. And all the Mario enemies are back, like the Goomba, and I just died. But something different about this game is that like you can't if you get like you can get up to 999 coins. And yeah, you can't get a 1-up by getting coins, but like you can find like hearts and stuff, and you can also buy like hearts or like power-ups at like this like store, or like this like mini game thing where you have to like try to like to lay in on the thing you want, which is pretty cool. And yeah, this game is a lot better because you can save in it, which is actually a really good feature. So you can like leave off if you like need to like eat dinner, or like you have to go to school or something. You can just like leave off from it, and then just like when you get back from school, you can like resume what you last played. But despite that good feature, you have to remember that this is a game from the 90s, from the early 90s, so it is old. It's around it's almost 30 years old, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, the saving feature is a lot different than the first one, because the first one you couldn't even save in it. But like I think you can if you have the Super Mario Land 1 on the 3DS, or like on like another console like that, I think you might be able to save. Or if you have like a ROM of it, you can probably like save that way. The game is super easy. Like the first one is like super short. I think I already talked about that, but it's not that hard. But the sequel of it is it's a lot longer. It takes you about an hour to beat it, and it's a little bit harder. The final boss is Wario, who stars in the sequel to this one. He also appears in Wario Land series from the mid 90s to 2000, around 2008. And his most recent appearances are in Super Smash Bros, of course, and WarioWare, like the one that was released like a few months ago. And yeah, so I have one last game to review, and it's Dr. Mario. It's a Tetris clone. But I think Nintendo had the rights to Tetris in the 90s, I think, or in the early ones. So this is Dr. Mario. It's from 1990. And I'm gonna boot it up on my Game Boy, and I'll show you what it looks like. So this is it. You can play multiplayer if you connect a cord to this, and you have this, and you and your friend have the same game. So press this, press like you insert the, and then there's a menu. You can like increase or decrease the virus level, change the speed of how fast the pills fall, and then the music to fever, chill, and off. So there's 2 music options, and the last one is just if you don't want to listen to music, which you're kind of weird if you don't want to listen to music. I mean, you might just hate the music. So yeah. So I'm gonna look at the gameplay. This is the gameplay. You have to like match a few pills onto the viruses, which if you match correctly, then you can destroy them. See, look, I got some. And you press A or B to flip it, kind of like Tetris almost, but like you actually have to destroy some, and it's a lot easier too, I guess, sometimes. I'm just playing a little bit of it just to show you how it works. I messed up there. It's hard to see because it's sometimes hard to see what colors the pills are because of like the screen. But I'm almost there. One more pill, and yeah. And I only need like one. I only need like a few more to destroy this one. Yeah, and I did it. So that game is what you saw, a Tetris clone, and the only difference is that you don't just move the blocks like the moving blocks, and you can't, like the first one, you can't like make the blocks fill the screen, but the difference about this game is that you have to like destroy it. You have to destroy like the viruses with different colored pills to win. So that was my Game Boy review, and I hope you enjoyed this. And I don't care if you subscribe or not, because I'm not doing this to get subscribers. I'm just bored, and I like making reviews about games, and I love retro technology. So if you're really interested in like Game Boys and stuff, then I suggest you go over to eBay and you search up like Game Boy Pocket or original Game Boy. I think the Game Boy Pockets are better because they work a little bit. The screen's easier to see. And they're on like $50. You can get. I've got one that's for exactly $50, and it works pretty well. Like I said. But like I don't know, if you find one that's, I mean they're not like that expensive, by the way. So you probably get one under $70. I can assure you that. So that was my review. I hope you enjoyed. Goodbye.